This is the story of our first meetup. Hi, I'm Irene. Usually, it's the American guy who comes to the Philippines to meet up with his girlfriend here. But with us, it was the complete opposite. However, it wasn't intentional. You can call it chance or accident or even God's design. Listen to this really amazing story of ours as it unfolds. You see, the story began even before Troy was even in the picture. We were planning to go on a trip, me, my mom, and my dad, to the US in Vegas to attend the graduation of my best friend's son. She invited us to come over. Now, this family of ours had grown closer over the years. She's my best friend for many, many years. And we host each other from time to time. And my mom, she took care of this boy and his baby sister when she stayed in Vegas many, many years back. Now, this boy is now an adult and he wants to share a milestone in his life with us. That's why we were invited and we were really excited to go. But there was a problem. You see, me and my mom, we have US visas, but my mom's visa was near expiry. Worse than that, my dad doesn't have a visa. He had been denied when he first applied 4 years ago, and now he's afraid to reapply again and he might be denied again. But we have to secure their visas. And so we went to the US Embassy. We prayed and prayed so that both of them would get their visas. And yes, they were granted this time. We thank God. And that was our first miracle. 2 months before we were set to fly to the US, I met Troy online. And that was our second miracle. I told my mom about Troy, and she was surprised because she remembered a dream she had a while back. That dream didn't make sense to her at all, and she didn't really understand it. You know why? In her dream, she saw me in my wedding dress, marrying a guy who was from the Air Force. It was really weird and unlikely at that time because my current boyfriend is a medical doctor. And it was natural for her to assume that after more than a decade of being in a relationship with him, that it was him who I'd end up with. Fast forward to my then boyfriend's untimely death from cancer, and then move more forward to me telling her about Troy, who works in the Air Force. Now the pieces are falling into place in her dream, and I was a shock to her when she told me. She dreamt of my future husband even before I met him, and that was really mind-blowing. But wait till you hear the rest of the story. So finally the trip, we all made it safely to Vegas. My friend, she welcomed us, and we stayed in their beautiful home. She took us to spectacular places like Lake Mead, and of course, the Grand Canyon. It was so amazing. And then places like we saw snow-capped mountains, and we dipped in a snow-cold lake. And all this time, I had been very much in touch with Troy, introducing him to more and more of my friends and family. But it was all online because he was in Texas, just about 1,200 miles away or 3 hours by plane. Well, compare that to Texas Manila distance, which is some like 8,400 miles or a 16-hour flight by plane. That's the irony of it is he is too near yet too far. So initially we were thinking that 2 months is a short time to be getting to know someone, especially online. So we decided that meeting each other in the US was a bit premature. Yeah, we were really eager to see each other, but we were also cautious. So we went back and forth discussing this until we finally agreed to let God settle the matter. So we prayed about it and we asked for a sign. And the sign was, if both of my parents agreed, because I'm going to ask for their permission, if both of them agree, then I'll go book a ticket. If one of them disagree or if both of them say no, then it's a negative. So why would I be the one to book? Because it was too late for him to ask for a leave to go out of town. And his kind of work was anything but ordinary. It was sensitive, it was classified, it was strict and rigid. So it was me who had to go to him. So now our third miracle. It was the day that I was going to ask my parents. We both prayed and we were nervous, but we were excited. So I approached my parents and then I told them about our dilemma and asked for their insights. Surprisingly, it wasn't easy as for my dad. But my mom was more cautious. Even after her dream story, she was saying they would not be able to accompany us and said it was too early for a meetup and that I only have a day to spend there. But I reasoned politely and said, a day to spend together is better than 1,000 days apart. So that made her think, and then eventually she sided with my dad. And so they permitted me to go to Texas, and I was very happy. Thank God for an answered prayer. So, yes, Troy bought a ticket for me to go to Texas. It was technically 3 days and 2 nights, but most of the time was spent on a plane because there was a difference of 2 hours between Las Vegas and Texas. Troy spent his 3 hours getting ready for my coming, preparing the room where I should stay and cleaning the house. So we decided to honor God and our parents and each other by not sleeping together in the same room. And so he had set up for me a space of my own. He said he's never done this much cleaning in 3 short days, but even though he was exhausted, he got in time to take me at the San Antonio airport. I left early from Vegas, but I arrived late in San Antonio because the time jumps. And then I asked him how we should greet each other when we finally come face to face. He says he expects me to jump to his arms and kiss him passionately. Then he said, don't worry about it, it will happen spontaneously. So, So this is it, the day of our meeting. I finally landed in Texas, and being a typical Asian, I held up my phone to take pictures and videos. I wasn't really expecting Troy to be inside the airport. I was walking inside to bag claim, and as I was taking videos, I saw him when I panned the camera, and I was really surprised. I didn't expect him to be there, and so I walked to him. I think I ran to him, and then I hugged him and kissed him on the cheek. And then my first words were, "Wow, you're really so tall." And he was all smiles and he welcomed me warmly. So he helped me with my bags and opened doors for me. I really love that he is a gentleman. So it was a bit awkward at first. I was introduced to Bailey, his dog, when we got home. It was late when I arrived, and then we ate dinner together. That was our first dinner together, and we watched a movie together. And then we slept in each other's room, and we got ready for an early drive the following day. And I noticed that he likes holding hands while driving, and that's really cute. He took me for breakfast at the famous Blue Bonnet Cafe, and food was really good. And then we went to this amazing cave. It's called Longhorn Tower. It was really an amazing experience. So there was a section in the cave where there was this really low ceiling, and you had to bend to pass through it. It was really great. So we went also to a lake. It's called Inks Lake, and it was a beautiful sight. I urged him to go down the car to take more pictures, and he did oblige. And then after that, we stopped at a DQ for some snacks. I noticed that he has a sweet tooth. So he is also very funny. One of his remarks was, I wouldn't forget it. He said, I've never taken so many pictures in my life in the few hours I've been with you than in my entire life combined. So the next day was short. It was time for goodbye. I had to go back to Vegas to prepare for a road trip to Reno, as that's where the graduation is. And the meetup was short. It was short but sweet, and it changed our relationship forever. We felt our chemistry together, and now we felt more sure of each other. But looking back at hindsight, I wanted to know if what we did was more of the rule or the exemption. So I asked ChatGPT, how long does it take an American and a Filipina to meet each other in person after they meet each other in an online dating app? And this is what it spewed out. So there's this initial online phase, which may last for 3 to 6 months, where couples just spend months just chatting, video calling, talking to each other, and getting to know each other, building trust before meeting. And then after that will be the preparing to meet or planning the first visit. This phase happens within 6 to 12 months. For most US Philippine couples, the first in-person meeting happens within a year after they start talking online. And the biggest factors for couples are work schedules, visa-free travel time limits for Americans, like say it's just about 30 days, and also the cost. Then there's also exceptions and longer timelines. Like some wait 1 to 2 years or more if they want to be sure about the relationship, or if financial and travel logistics make it hard to visit soon. And so it takes a while for the couple to meet. The other exception is on the flip side. Some meet very, very sooner, within 1 to 2 months, if both are serious and financially ready, or when an American is already planning to travel to Southeast Asia. So ChatGPT says on the average, it takes about 6 months to 1 year for an American and a Filipina to meet face-to-face for the first time. And so yes, ours was the exemption rather than the rule. We believe it was all God's hand how it unfolded. So thank you for watching with us, and see you again in our future videos. Bye.